I'm Coraima Torres. I'm 20 years old. I'm from Chicago and I grew up on the south side. But my parents immigrated here when they were teenagers. My dad is from Mexico, my mom's from El Salvador. But I've lived here in Chicago since I was born. I want to be a filmmaker. From a young age, I've always been involved in the creative and performing arts. Ultimately, I want to be a director and direct my own films, but my first love has to be editing. I got into editing when I was really young, probably about 10, 11 years old, around that age, where I really got interested in making little movies and stop motions with my little brother. And I would just stay up all night editing on Windows Movie Maker. And that was basically my start. I would just do little music videos, little films, and I fell in love with actually putting something together and having a final product that you just made from scratch. And you can say that you made it and it's yours. Over the years, my family has motivated me and supported me to do what I love, but also my background has influenced me and motivated me to keep moving forward and try to make it in the film industry. And that's because as I grew up, I began to realize how complex the real world is and how hard it is to be who you really are and then have society tell you that you're something else, especially in our media. As a woman, I feel like it's really hard to get into this industry, but I feel like it'd be really, really worth it because the statistics are really surprising when you actually take a step back and look at them. In 2012, women comprised of 18% of all directors, producers, writers, cinematographers, and editors, and that's only a 1% increase from 1998. The Latino community is so diverse and it's full of many different cultures and stories and backgrounds, and Hollywood tends to construe the image of Latinos into an all-encompassing idea of them. Everyone is a labor worker, everyone is a domestic worker. Not every Latino is a maid. It's not that our stories aren't being told, it's that we're just being silenced by the immense disproportion that we're faced with. So I want to contribute to closing that gap. I want my stories to have a different perspective that Hollywood doesn't really have. I'm proud to be a Latina, and I feel that our stories deserve to be told. I want to contribute to Latino representation in film because I think it's super important. I want my stories and films to show a perspective that hasn't really been shown, not because they don't want to, but it's because they don't know. There aren't very many Latino directors or producers or writers in the industry working today, so I just want to be one of those people contributing and making a difference.